Olanta has created the world with the power of the Skytear. In fact, it has created thousands of floating islands. The inhabitants of these islands have found the way to harness the power of the Skytear and build cultures on these lands. However, not many people can live together without battling each other. This is Skytear. Everybody, this is Helena from Helena Plays Games for the Board Game Revolution Network, and today we are here to take a look at Skytear. Skytear is a miniature card-driven game for 2 to 4 players by PvP Geeks. It is live now on Kickstarter and you can find the link in the description below. This is a game that takes around 45 minutes to play, and it has been inspired by MOBA games like League of Legends, meaning massive online battling arena. How does this game play? Let's go and find out. Okay, so this is how the game is set up. As you can see, we are on one side of the table in control of the red team. The blue team on the other side of the table is set up in the exact same way. Now let's see a bit what we've got. We've got the different hero sheets. As you can see, each of the heroes has different abilities printed on them, as well as different scores. We also have the action cards that we're going to be using throughout the course of the game. On the board now, there are the 2 floating islands, the red island and the blue island. On the back, we have our minions, we have our heroes, and we also have the temples. Each of the team has 2 temples, one on the right side and one on the left side. Over here we have the health track, and each of the heroes has a specific marker in order to track their own health throughout the course of the game. On the top side of the board, as you can see, we have opened the 3 different objectives. In order to win the game, players have to accomplish at least one of those goals. Also here we have the outsider, who is going to be playing a significant role throughout the course of the game as well. There are 2 phases in the game. There's the heroes phase and then the minions phase. Now let's see what happens in the heroes phase. When a hero is activated, then they get 3 action points that they can use in order to perform several actions. Each of these actions costs 1 action point. So they can move. So one hero can move up to 3 hexes. The other thing they can do is they can attack. This means that if they are in range or adjacent to a hero or a minion, then they can attack them. The other thing that they can do is skirmish. This means that they can move up to 2 hexes in order to damage another hero. The third thing they can do is lead. Now this has to do with the control value of the lanes. And the last thing that they can do is use a specific faction action which is stated on the action cards. Each of the heroes has their own mana, which is equal to the current turn number, and heroes can spend the mana in order to activate the different action cards. For example, this card over here uses 1 mana, as we can see on the top left corner. Now in the minions phase, there is essentially one simple thing that we do. We check for the control of the battlefield. Now there are 3 spaces in which we need to check for the control. This is the left side, the right side, and then it's the dome, which is the kind of bluish area which is in the center of the board, which you can see now better. Who is the winner in each of the areas has different effects. First, let's talk about the sides. So the difference between control values is the amount of damage that the winning player gets to apply. The first thing that you do is that you kill the enemy minions, and if you have killed all minions and you have more damage to deal, then you're starting to push the lane and you deal the damage on the different temples that the other player has. The dome, on the other hand, has different effects. So what you do now is that the player who wins control of the dome activates the outsider. The outsider, as you can see, has stats and abilities of their own, and the difference between the control values is the number of action points that they can use. This is it, everybody. This is Skytear by PvP Geeks. The game is currently on Kickstarter and you're able to find the link in the description below. First of all, I'd like to say that the components that you have seen in this video are just for the purpose of the preview. Of course, you're not going to get any standees and any flimsy cardboards, but you're going to get highly detailed miniatures and very good quality, as PvP Geek attests. So let's see a bit about the different features of the game. First of all, I need to say that the game has great replayability because it offers 3 different modes of play. So you've got the free-for-all game where each player battles each other freely. You've got the 2 versus 2 where 2 players play against another team of 2 players. And then you've got the kind of campaign mode. Each of these 3 modes plays totally differently, so you're going to have a different playing experience by trying each one of those. Another very important thing is that the teams that are formed each time are different, and you draft heroes. Therefore, the experience that you get from that is also different. Each of the team plays asymmetrically. So if you like one of the teams, then this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to like the game style of the other team and how they play. For the purpose of this video, we only showcase 2 teams, but actually there are more that offered through the Kickstarter. The game has lots of strategy and many different things going on, as you have seen previously in the video. So you need to manage your action points, do different actions with your heroes in order to battle the other heroes, but at the same time you need to be able to push the lanes and control them, while at the same time trying to complete the objectives that are open in order to be able to win the game. So there are different things that you need to do and to keep in mind, different strategies to follow, and this makes the game very interesting. Another important thing that increases the replayability of the game is the deck of cards for the actions of the heroes that are used. So here in the video, for the demo purposes, we have used the suggested way of play with 1 common deck for all 4 heroes, where you get 6 cards in your hands. However, since each of the heroes can be assigned 10 cards each, the game suggests that after a few plays you can construct your own deck for each of the heroes, and therefore combine different cards and different abilities and make each one of them feel even more unique than they are. The game definitely gives the MOBA feeling, the massive online battle arena feeling that games like League of Legends give. However, if you've never played one of these games, then you don't have to fear anything. The rulebook is very streamlined, the rules are clean, and the rulebook takes you step by step into what you have to do in order to play the game. This is Skytear, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you liked what you saw, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the Board Game Revolution channel. And if you liked me, then make sure to follow me on my social media and see what I'm on. Until next time.